So again, that question is along the lines of, so what do you think you could do better next time? Words to that effect. When it happens again, what else could you do for a different outcome? Is there another way that you could have handled that? Could you have handled that smarter? You did your best, that's great. How could you teach somebody else to deal with that situation? That one can be particularly powerful, especially if you've got older children, like those who are in their teenage years or late years, because that's almost preparing them for parenthood so that they are ready to look at how they are going to impact on their kids, your grandkids. And that's what this is all about. Our job as parents is to raise our kids to be the best adults they can possibly be. And let's hope and pray that they become parents too, so that your qualities, your parenting strategies are passed on down through the generations. So let's make those qualities good ones. Let's make them ones that help our kids develop to their best and optimal potential, hey? Simple questions, not direct telling people what to do. Questions often are more powerful because people hear themselves provide the answer, and that goes deeper than simply being told what the answer is. And it reminds me of this story I once heard about a fisherman who was standing at the wharf, and he was fishing away and he was catching quite a few fish, and along came a homeless man. And the homeless man said, "Wow, you got a lot of fish. I'm so hungry. Could you spare a fish?" And the fisherman looked into his bucket and said, "I've got plenty. There you go. There's a fish." And a homeless man went away, and he got him, and he was happy. He got fed. The next day, the fisherman went back down to the wharf, and he was catching some nice fish, and he was using some specific skills to do so, and using the right bait. And this time, the homeless man came down again. He said, "I saw you down here. I'm hungry again. May I have a fish, please?" And the fisherman said, "That's fantastic. No worries. I can give you a fish." Really nice fisherman, eh? So he earned one off. This day 3 came along. He went down to the wharf again, and this time the homeless man was waiting for him, and he had a couple of other of his friends there too. And he said, "Look, I know you're such a good fisherman, and you've always got plenty of fish, but I was hoping that you could spare some fish for me and my 2 buddies." And the fisherman thought about this, and he goes, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it." And he gave them each a fish, but he had less fish to take home to his own family. And he went down there again the next day afterwards, and there again was the homeless man and a few more of his friends, because each of those other friends that he brought the night before had gone out and told a couple of friends. And the fisherman said, "I can't keep this up. This isn't right." So instead of not going down to his fishing spot, he did something quite different. He went home and he brought back a couple of fishing rods. And instead of catching fish for the homeless people, he taught them how to fish. He gave them the skills to catch their own fish and feed their own families. And he also caught his own fish and plenty to feed his family as well. But herein lies something that, as a parent, it is our job to be a teacher. It is our job to pass on the skills and the lessons that we've learnt as we grew up, avoiding the potholes, pitfalls, holes and dead spots that we fell into, so we can avoid our children from falling into those, especially the big ones. I mean, some of them, of course, we're going to let them fall into it. And they're going to fall into it anyway, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to say, "What would you know, Dad? What would you know, Mum? I'm full of vim and vibrato, and I'm going to go out and dare and do it anyway." So, but we do the best as we can as parents, right? We try to show them where the potholes are. And so